Baby, It's Cold Outside is catching some heat this year, with several radio stations in the States pulling the holiday classic from the airwaves because of its problematic lyrics in the era of the Me Too movement. So here to talk about the history of the controversial Christmas cut is radio host Eric Alper. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for letting me come inside, because this is Baby, It's Cold Outside.
It's cold outside. Now, this has really taken social media by storm. Yeah. Everyone seems to have an opinion on it, and it's really on both sides of the coin here. Some people say it's politically correct, gone too far, but others say, look, this is 2018, and the lyrics are offensive to people.
I hear you, and I hear them too. They're wrong. You know, it all started with Star 102. It's a radio station in Cleveland, Ohio, that the program director decided to pull this song that was written in the late 1940s by a man named Frank Lossier, who basically decided to sing this song with his wife at parties. And then it went to a really big MGM film. It won an Oscar for the best song, and it's kind of taken off from there. It's a jazz staple, classic song. The unfortunate thing about it is that you can't bring 2018 views into something that happened over 70 years ago and say that that's what the times were. Because back when the song was written, it was actually a really great view of the misogynistic attitude of women in sexuality, that women weren't allowed to stay over at a man's house in order to have amazing sex. They took it now, meaning that it was a rape song. It's kind of forcing the women to stay. They're using lines in completely different context, but that's not at all what the song was written about. It's really a sharp song about women who do, in fact, want to be able to have their own opinions and and do their own actions.
Well, the Urban Dictionary has dubbed this the Christmas rape song, and if you look at the lyrics in today's lens, you know, many women and many men feel that it is not appropriate in terms of today. And why is that a problem? If they feel it's not appropriate, why should they support the song being on air?
Absolutely, and I totally agree with that point. When you take a look at the lyrics out of context, it has lines that the women says, you know, I should say no, 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 or what's in my drink. But the what's in my drink line was a line that was used in 1940. It's a movie reference to say that there's no alcohol in my drink. So she knows that there's no alcohol in the drink. All the lines that the women says in the song is her interpretation of what the neighbors are going to think, of what society thinks. When she says, I should say no, 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 she's clearly saying that she does want to stay. I hear everybody's points on it.
Lyrics have meaning for people, though, but, and even if that song was written 70 years ago,
absolutely,
whatever it was,
for sure,
they have meaning for people in today's
totally.
time.
We see it now with you know, well, she was just 17, you know what I mean, in the Beatles classic of I Saw Her Standing There, or in a song by Ted Nugent, or even Iggy Pop. It's one thing to be able to put your context of today and say this could trigger, you know, thoughts that of rape onto what is going on now. But that would just be deleting and erasing a historical document. It would be like saying that kids can't read Tom Sawyer because it contains the N-word, but you have to put everything in that context of it. It's kind of like saying that, well, just because there's a bunch of people that say that the Earth is flat, that they're right. They're not, and they're not right in this context.
Well, Star 102 actually put out their own poll on Facebook. Let's go to their Facebook page now. So this is Star 102 Cleveland's page. That's the poll right there. They said, should we play Baby It's Cold Outside during the holiday season? 94%, that's under Santa there, said yes, it's a classic. Only 6% said no, it's inappropriate. They had 9,000 votes on this. It's not scientific, but obviously the people who took part in this poll, which I guess we could surmise is beyond Cleveland, feel that, you know, it's not about...
Yeah, look, if I'm Star 102, you know, and I'm the program director, my boss had better be giving me a really great raise, because this is garnering a lot of attention throughout the world. And it's an important conversation
to have. And if that has started the conversation, that is a good thing.
For sure. I totally agree with you on that one.
Thank you for coming in. Appreciate that.
Me.
Okay, thank you.